Good idea. Good idea.
Going to take a look at the Draco AK-47 pistol, along with some of the upgrades I've made to it and accessories I kind of bought along for it. First up here is the UAG Tactical Deluxe Stealth Black 25-inch case. Ended up fitting the gun perfectly, and as you can see, it's got a bunch of Velcro in it that holds it down nice and secure. I don't have to worry about moving around a lot at the range or you know, flopping around inside the case. And it also had some, obviously, some extra ones there you can strap on the magazines for it that you have. So the nice thing about the bag is that when you do pull out the gun at the range, you're able to use the other side as a mat if you'd like. Sometimes those ranges don't have very good platforms to be working on, and keep your gun nice and clean. You're able to just put it on this mat, and generally holds everything in there nicely. Here is the Draco AK-47 pistol itself. Obviously it's chambered in 7.62 by 3.9. It's imported by Century International Arms. It's about 460 bucks if you get it at a local gun dealer to have them ship it to you. I think most of them are made in Romania here, but this one was particularly made in 1994, I believe is what it's stamped. If I can zoom in on there, it's upside down. But very fun gun. Picked it up just more or less to shoot around and have some good times with it. Did make a couple upgrades. I did put on the Mako Ergonomic pistol grip for AK-47-74 in the black. That thing is just phenomenal for holding that gun. Even with one-handed, it's much more easier than the original hand grip, as well as many others I've used before. The other one that we have on here for an upgrade is the Mako AK-47-74 handguard rail system, and again in black. Runs about $54.95, and that thing's worked out pretty well as well. You know, compared to the wood furniture that comes along with it, it's a little bit more modern, easier to grip, I think, and obviously you're able to put on tactical gear, you know, lights, lasers, scopes, etc. Like I mentioned, the grip pistol here is 28 bucks, so not that bad. You know, compared to a lot of other grips, as well as the handguard system, not too bad. The other thing I bought was just a Aftermarket Magazine for it. I think it ran 16 bucks with shipping and handling and everything. It was pretty fairly inexpensive. This one is TAPCO Industries, 30 round, and had a squeezer in there pretty good. Probably will need to file away at a little bit to get it to really get in there nice and easy, but it's better than having it loose right out of the box, which I know a lot of people have given it bad reviews for. So worked very well. Just got back from the range yesterday, and it didn't have any problems with it, so minus getting in and out of the gun itself. So here are the two original magazines that came with it. They're metal instead of the polyurethane, I believe is what this is. So everything, even the gun itself, was covered in Cosmoline, so I just figured might as well start off with how cheap they are, just get a new magazine and, you know, just kind of put these in storage or use them as is. I did buy the big bulk surplus. I believe it's 1,260 rounds in here, just from my local Fleet Farm. I had to cut it open, came with the spam key and everything, but went out to Fleet Farm the other day prior to going to the range and bought this WPA Military Classic. It's only 124 grain, so I believe it's comparable to what you know, this stuff is, the military surplus. But notice there's much more of a flash, muzzle flash out of it with this this stuff I bought off the shelf here. So, you know, I don't know if it's age or, you know, if it is a different grain for this military surplus stuff, but man, that made a difference. And just want to compare it to the other Russian round that people are familiar with the Mosin Nagant 7.62 by 5.4. So it's still a hefty shell, but not as big as a lot of people would expect it to be.